All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome back. For those who are new here, I'm Coach Try. I'm a coach, a tech consultant here in Canada. Well, as an immigrant, figuring out my coaching and consulting business here in Canada. Uh, Let me try this out. Sorry for the delay. I was trying out something new in this tool that I'm using.
Powered by
Let's see if
Riverside
this works
FM.
actually. Powered by. Okay.
Powered by Riverside FM.
So I'm just trying something new here. So again, welcome back to the series, the Action Taker series. Last week we talked about what was keeping you stuck, and today we'll just go talk about building a daily habit that would work for you. So this is a beginner series, right? Now, personally, I've had a lot of issues, and I continue to have issues sticking to habits. To start something new, I don't push through with it. The wife knows me very well. She'll always ask me, "Well, how do you keep this going?" Right? And so, what tends to happen for us is, personally, I'm just gonna talk about myself. What tends to happen to me personally is, um, I overcomplicate habits. I overthink things, right? I try to change so many things all at once, right? I try to, go all in and break my bad habits and try to put in some good ones. And I end up just changing too many things at the same time. And, that never works out. Well, it will work for maybe a couple of days, a couple of weeks, but you'll you'll end up like me going back to where you were. Um, and then we try to make it too big. I'll do this for 1 hour. Let's say exercise. I'll do this for an hour. I mean, um, we get inspired by these people doing these crazy workouts. Like, I can do that too. I'll do that for an hour a day. Yeah, it will probably last you at most 2, 3 days. Your body will start to sore, and then you're like, geez, no, I don't want to do this. Right? I think the last thing also about habits is we expect instant results. Let's just talk about this one. What I'm trying to do. I'm not getting a lot of um, feedback or even people watching it, and that's fine. You know, I should not be expecting that I get the instant results. In exercising, you don't go, I'll work out my biceps. I feel my biceps, and you don't expect it that the next day the muscles will stay sore, but it will eventually kind of the effect will wear off, and you have to keep doing it before you see real gains. Okay. So those are the things that often happen to me, and I'm pretty sure it happens to a lot of you. So now, how do we go about this? How do we start really creating that daily habit, you know, and make sure we avoid this? So I'm gonna give you some. I'm not even gonna call it a system. It's just 3 simple steps. Okay. What you gotta do is you just pick one habit. Um, I hate to talk about this because this happened way back, but over almost 2 decades ago, I started, I wanted to lose weight. And prior to that, I always went, I'm gonna, eat right. I'm gonna exercise every day, all that stuff, right? But when I decided to just pick one habit, first I went, hey, you know what? Let me exercise first, like, and start doing that, right? That's when I was able to keep at it for over 6 months. Actually, it went over a year, I believe, until I got injured. But that's a whole other story. I started at one habit of just taking. I think I started taking walks in between lunch, during lunch. Okay, So that's one. Pick one habit. Here's another simple hack for you. Not a hack, but set a timer to do this, right? And again, don't go big. 30 minutes is plenty. I started with 15 minutes, right? Because I was really heavy then. I'm still heavy, but I'm back to being heavy. I blame that injury. But I started with 15 minutes just to get that habit going. Okay. So again, nothing big. Just 15, 30 minutes. That's all you need to start the habit. Okay. That's super important is to start. Okay. And then the last one, and this is a bit, um, I'd put some leeway on this because I've read a lot where you want to do this every day at the same time. Mm, okay, I'm not a fan of. I'm a fan of doing it every day. I'm not a fan of doing it at the same time because this all depends on you and your lifestyle, your work, right? And of course your family situation. Personally, I have a lot of things going on, so usually it's hard for me to pick uh, the same time. Before I go, you know what? I'll start it early in the morning. I'll do my exercise at 5:30 in the morning. But things happen at night because I do have so I did have some businesses. I'd have some late night calls, so I can't really wake up and be good enough to exercise. So I didn't want to put that restriction of me. Now, if that works for you, then perfect. Do that, right? However, what works for me is I would block that time on my calendar. You'll hear this a lot from me. I block things on my calendar. And then what I do is I'd have that same time, but I tell myself it's okay if I need to move that time. But I just have to do that. Do it then, right? So it's 5:30 a.m. for example. If I knew it's going to have a late night, I'm going to move it to another day and be very intentional about doing it at that time. Okay? So that works for me. You have to figure out how what works for you. All right? So, again, 3 steps. Simple, pick one habit, set a timer for 15, 30 minutes, do it every day and at the time that works for you. So, like I said, exercising is one, writing is another, right? Learning is also another. Learning could be reading or whatnot. Just set some time for it to do that. Very simple. Okay. What you can also do if you want, I have this. I use TickTick as my task management app, and it has daily checkbox. So it feels great to check things off for me. You can do it manually, up to you. I'm a tech guy, that's why I love all these apps. But it just helps me when I check something off and I know I've done it for that day. Then I'll check it the next day, so, and so forth. So that keeps me going. Okay. Um, if you have any questions, feel free to holler. Let me just check. Nope, we're good so far. Okay. So one thing to be mindful about habits is yes, we want to stay consistent. Like I said, every day would be best, but give yourself some grace. Okay? You will miss a day. It's normal. It will happen. Okay? But don't let it stop you. Don't let that one miss stop you. Okay? Here's from my experience what often happens is I'll miss a day, I can get back to it. I'll miss 2 days straight. Oh, that's when it becomes really tricky to get back to it. The more you miss it, the more you're like, you start to berate yourself, go, I'm no good at this. I don't think I can do this. And that's where it really gets you. Okay. So just remember, you will miss a day, but get back on it again and, you know, start that habit again. Don't try your best not to. miss um, more than one in a more than two or more in a row, because that's, that's just gonna be really hard for you to recover from. Again, my personal experience. Okay. But yeah, the best way, like I said, for me is just to have a tracker. Um, Digital for me. Some people prefer manually writing it somewhere on their notebook, or some sticky note on their ref or fridge. Do what works for you. All right. So I'm curious, what's that one thing you'll do for 15, 30 minutes today? Let me know. Let's work together on this. Let's see how we can be accountable. So personally, this stream is sort of what I'm trying to do. Um, you might ask, hey, it's not a daily thing, right? It's not a daily thing, but I spend a few minutes daily preparing for this, whether it be coming up with an outline. I do have an outline behind this camera. I have an outline prepared. I prepare those social media posts, social media, what do you call this? Images and whatnot. So I do that for this podcast, for this live stream. So I'm trying to do that. I'm gonna try to do other things to just get to just keep this live stream going. All right. Thanks, Arvin. Like in fasting, I can do OMAD for a month. Then another friend invites for a lechon party. Man, I can super relate to this. So yes, right. But try not to schedule that uh, 2 days in a row. And by the way, hey man, if it's a lechon party, um, you can still do OMAD. Just start your OMAD in that lechon party, right? Hey, hey there in Calgary. Oh, man, it's so early there. What are you doing up? Or already up? Or just about to go to sleep? But thanks again. So Arvin's been a really great friend, and um, supporting me in this live stream. Thanks, Arvin. And yeah, talking about OMAD, by the way, and I was able to do OMAD for a while, but I also started with just 13-hour fast. It's not really a lot. And then I graduated to 16, 18, and then eventually I was doing OMAD. I know Arvin is able to do 72 hours. I don't know. He's crazy. So he's able to do that. I can't do that. I haven't been able to do that yet. Oh, 42nd Davis. Si Roy to. Hey, Roy. Uh, 42nd Davis. For those who are ever in Hong Kong, check them out. Man, those are, yeah. Yeah, when I saw the post and my friend visited them, awesome food at 42nd Davis. I can feed you like a king. Yes, and when I get to Hong Kong, I will definitely take up your offer. All right. Oh, sweet. Arvin with his habit now going for an exercise. Good luck, bro. Enjoy. Have fun with the exercise. All right. Thanks again for being here, folks. So, Roy, Arvin, thank you. And I'm going to let you all go now. Oof, oof. Yeah. 64-hour fast. Well, yes. That's again. I'm I don't know if I want to challenge myself to try to be at Arvin's level in terms of fasting. We'll see. Uh I don't want to promise anything I can't make. So okay. Congratulations, Arvin. Keep at it, and yeah, just chill in those exercise, man. Okay, well, that's it. My 15 minutes is up. Oh, one last comment. Yes, Hong Kong food scene is legit, and that's why when my friend here in Hong Kong also mentioned 42nd Davis was legit Filipino stuff, the Filipino food. I think it's Filipino fusion, if I'm not mistaken. You gotta check it out. Okay, alrighty. I really have to go now. Again, this is just me with my 15-minute daily habit, weekly live stream here on Go Try. All right. Thanks again, Arvid. Thanks again, Roy. And for everybody else watching, thank you. And I'll see you soon.